All right, guys. Again, welcome to Start Fresh 2019. So give yourselves a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause because you made it into 2019.
For real.
Now, and you made it here today.
Yes.
All right? And if you look, there are some empty chairs around the room. And I've been sending this out on my WhatsApp page, on my social media, and you guys showed up. So this tells me that you guys are the people that are serious. You guys are the people who are in it to win it. You guys are determined to beat the odds and to make it through 2019 and beyond. Okay? Now, a quote that I wanted to share with you guys is, it's not the years in your life, it's the life in your years. I don't know who said that, so I can't give the author credit. It's not my quote, it's someone else's, it's adopted. It's not the years in your life, it's the life in your years. Okay? Another one that I wanted to mention is, it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. Okay? I'm going to say that one more time. It's not about the destination. It is about the journey. All right? So, the first one that I mentioned is not the years in your life, it's the life in your years. That one is befitting because Start Fresh 2019, you think, okay, we're talking about a year to year, we're thinking year to year. Everybody is happy at the end of the year. Everybody is jubilant for a new year. Okay? And it's a crossing over. So we crossed over from one year on a calendar into a new calendar year. From 2018 into 2019. The numbers represent different things. I learned recently that 18 stood for obstacles, for lack of a better word. 19, however, is the year of faith. So if you are someone who attaches belief to anything that you do, then this should be your year. This should be your year. Stop it up. If you attach belief to anything that you do based on the numerical and the numerological definition of 19, then this should be your year. If all the other years, meaning if all the other years that you've had in your life wasn't your year, right? So, and we have all of that stigma attached to years and the calendar years, all right? However, our lives, as we know, is much, much more than that, all right? It's not just about, I'm sure we can find something to attach each year, some important thing to each year. The year you were born is pretty significant. All right. The year you probably learned to talk is pretty significant, if you ask me. The year you went to kindergarten is pretty important, right? The year you left high school, that was a pretty good year, right?
Oh yes, it sure was.
So, and you could kind of get where I'm going with it, right? So this thing about, okay, Happy New Year, and let me start my presentation here at this point, right? I'm just gonna run my presentation if I can actually get out of it, close it or something and play it. That would be nice. All right. So while I'm waiting for that for my system to find itself, let's see. slideshow. Where are you? Here we go. All right. So the first slide is just, I think it's coming. It's really slow for some reason, but it's crazy. You see what the first slide says?
Happy New Year. Smile, you are here.
Yeah.
It says Happy New Year. All right. And if it won't play, that's okay, because I'm not sure what's going on with it right now. All right. Okay. Let me see. It's taking its own little time. Still in a document recovery. Now the screen is black. But
Might be trying to load.
yeah, I think it's PowerPoint that's either not responsive.
Oh, okay.
All right, so in the meanwhile, while I'm waiting on the PowerPoint to load, I'm not gonna wait too much longer. I'm gonna just have us dive into this little activity that I want us to do, okay? So if you'll take one of these, take one and pass the other down. You guys have pens. So this part of it, I just want us to just kind of own this, start fresh, okay? I don't want you guys to just sit here and listen to me, blog, just go on and on. I want us to, participate in this. So what this activity, and I'm gonna do it too. What this activity is, we're gonna actually. Here's a baggie for you. Here's a baggie for you. Here's a baggie for you. And what you're gonna do is, we're gonna write down some things that we dealt with in 2018 that we are praying and hoping and making a concerted effort to not repeat in 2019, or like that's that one thing that, whether it's your finances, could be a relationship, bad relationship, or maybe it's about you personally, your emotions. Maybe you dealt with some stuff emotional on an emotional level. Maybe you dealt with disappointment, or you dealt with fear. You had some challenges on your job. What are some words? What are some things, some unique things to you, specific to you, that you can think of, that you can write down as far as things that you struggled with in 2018, things that you just struggled with, things that you wanted to improve on, let's say for example in 2019. And remember I said there's an imaginary mat at the door, and when you came through the door you didn't see the mat, but you shed everything and you left the makeup, so we're free here to talk about these things. And then once you're finished with that, I'm going to ask you to fold your paper up nice and neatly. Make sure your name is on it. Write your name on the paper bag itself. And then we're gonna exchange our paper bags with others, and then we're going to read. First, we're going to introduce ourselves, say a little bit about you, and what, anything you'd like to tell us about yourself, you could tell us. And then you're going to unfold, take out what's inside that, and you're going to read what that person has on that paper. And then we are going to see whose it is, and we're going to talk. Okay? All right, so I'll play some music while you guys are doing that. don't take yourself too seriously when you're doing this, okay? It could be anything, any little thing, any little nuances that you realize about about yourselves. Or when you get into certain situations, could be your responses or your reaction, do you cut people off in traffic? Did you, don't take yourselves too seriously with this. You don't have to get too deep with it. So I don't want to scare you guys. Could be feelings. Try to really think about not so much the circumstances, but the challenges as far as within your own self, your own incapacities, if you will.
Okay, just full.
I see somebody just give me a look like
No.
like,
I'm like, I have to stop because the
Oh,
person
gosh.
who's gonna read mine is gonna be like, all right, geez, how much baggage she have?
I'm sure we all
I
have.
have plenty. I
Listen.
can't go on the next page.
Listen, that is why baggage. I like that word, baggage.
Right?
And that is why we are we are gonna use
Bags.
the bags because this is baggage.
Yes.
Right?
Mhm.
I have way more, but you guys are gonna see mine later. So don't judge me.
Exactly.
Don't judge me with my list right now
Yeah.
because I'm focusing on several different things at this moment.
Mhm.
But as we go along, I'm sure some of them will come out for me. Okay? Some of you guys look like you need a typewriter. You need some carbon to type this stuff all up. All right. While we're finishing up, I'm gonna go and grab some coffee real quick. Coffee, and I ordered donuts, so I might as well. Ooh. I'm not supposed to.
Oh, you're good.
I'm going to eat one.
Okay.
But I'm going
That's
to do it
good.
today.
That one person who never drinks tea with sugar.
You too?
Guys,
Really?
I'm gonna have coffee until
You don't want
tomorrow,
to
until next year.
Yeah, but I just don't like them.
You're well
I don't
stocked
know
up.
why.
Don't even question it.
Well, if I have to drink it all, I'll
I
drink
like to
it.
eat fresh stuff.
Nobody here drinks coffee?
I'm gonna make myself. I'm
Okay.
finishing my one.
It's nice and hot. And all this sugar, they should have brought 2 more cups of sugar just for me, which is not good. But hey, that's why we're here to talk about these things. Some of these things. And did they not bring the creamer? Oh, yes, they did. Oh, they have more sugar here. The whole thing. My coffee's sweet. So we're gonna have more of these, obviously. We have to have more so that we can take care of what we need to take care of, right?
It's time.
And stop taking
It's
care
like therapy.
and stop taking care of everybody else's business.
Or even taking it on.
Yeah.
Or taking it on,
Yeah. I tend to do that.
which
You know?
produces so much stress,
Yeah.
might I add.
It does.
So that's one of the things. That's one that could be on somebody's paper, not necessarily my paper, but taking on other people's worry. You know, not that we can't be, and we shouldn't be. You know, but sometimes we have to kind of take a step back. I'm running ahead of myself. Shut up. Shut up, Shoya. But yeah, I was just pointing out that we're gonna have more of these similar sessions. So next time, bring your friends, bring a friend, a girlfriend. Somebody might see somebody at work that you know is always down. You know, maybe not always down, but you know, they could use a little boost.
Yeah.
You know what I
Little
mean?
retraining.
Yeah. I know I can always use it.
Yeah.
The other girl that I left, I told them I was coming. They're like, "Oh yeah, take notes. We all need that."
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I did leave my name and number because it's my high
That's
school
good.
class. So hopefully we'll stay connected, and I will
That's
also
good.
introduce it.
That's
to them.
good. And we're gonna
You
take
know?
some a group picture or a few pictures if you guys don't mind before anybody runs off.
Oh, okay.
Please.
Sounds good.
So that way
Yeah.
we can post, and if you don't mind, if I have your permission to post you with me on my stuff. Huh? I don't have your permission. Huh? What happened?
I'm missing
Like we're gonna have to work on that.
We need to work on her. I can't hear her. Is that on your paper? To speak louder. You didn't speak loud enough in 2018.
I think that's just genetics.
Oh gosh, I'm messing with you.
I only get one loud on one occasion.
On one occasion, I'm sure what that occasion is. Like if you get mad, you get really mad. So I don't know if I hear you screaming at the top of your lungs. Hey, I'm gonna stay outside. Stay far away. Okay. So are we finished?
I am.
I feel like Secret Santa.
Huh?
I feel is like Secret Santa, just like,
Like
your name is
Secret
on it.
Santa. So let's hold up our baggies. And we're just gonna say a declaration. Okay, we're gonna. She's over there folded. It's like, oh, no, bad. Okay, it's all the stuff that I asked you to write. Right? If you notice, I didn't say, hey, write about all your successes and your the highlights of 2018. I said, write down the things that were possibly, we can maybe call them failures or things that you struggled with or what have you. So I hope you guys understood that. So this is the 2018 baggage. 2018 baggage. We're gonna read them and talk about them, discuss them, and then hopefully we are going to do this same activity again, but with the positives now. The things, hopefully, at the end, that we have learned and what we're going to go forth with in 2019.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes.
All right, so go ahead, switch your bags. Who wants mine?
We can
I
close
know,
our
we
eyes.
just close our eyes.
We just close our eyes and pass it.
Okay, close the eyes and pass, and we gotta keep passing it. We don't know where it's gonna stop. My hands are empty.
Don't be surprised when you get right on back.
Is that her?
All right, this is not my bag, so let's stop.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as you don't have your bag.
Okay. Okay.
All right, cool. All right. So, who wants to go first? You gotta introduce, tell us something about yourself, and come on. Yeah. It's not running anymore.